Imagine you wake up tomorrow, check your bank account, and see $100,000 sitting there. Not revenue, not some imaginary profit on paper, real, spendable money that's yours. Now, what if I told you that the difference between where you are right now and that reality isn't luck, talent, or some secret growth hack? It's one thing: your offer. Most entrepreneurs are drowning in competition, slashing prices to survive, working 80-hour weeks for pennies. They believe the problem is their marketing, their ads, their funnel. But here's the brutal truth. If your offer sucks, nothing else matters. You can have the best ads in the world, but if what you're selling is mediocre, you'll always struggle. Today, I'm going to break down the exact framework that took businesses from barely surviving to generating millions. This isn't theory. This is the blueprint that Alex Hormozi used to build multiple companies that collectively generated over $100 million. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create what he calls a grand slam offer. An offer so good, people feel stupid saying no. So here's my question for you. Are you ready to stop competing on price and start dominating your market? Because everything changes after this. Before we dive in, if you're serious about building wealth and transforming your business, hit that follow button right now. This is Millionaire Playbook, where we don't just share information, we give you implementation strategies that actually work. This channel is your shortcut to avoiding years of costly mistakes. Now let's get into it. Part 1. The foundation. Why you're stuck. Let's start with Alex Hormozi's story because it's probably closer to yours than you think. Alex wasn't some trust fund kid who had it easy. He struggled for years. He tried everything. Different business models, different strategies, different markets, and he kept failing. Sound familiar? He worked insane hours, lived on almost nothing, and watched his bank account drain while others seemed to succeed effortlessly. The breaking point came when he was running a gym chain, working himself to death, barely making ends meet. He had a moment of complete despair, questioning everything he'd built. But then something clicked. He realized the problem wasn't his work ethic, his knowledge, or his market. The problem was his offer. Everything changed when he discovered what he calls the Grand Slam offer framework. Within months, his business transformed, not because he worked harder, but because he finally understood how to package and present value in a way that made people desperate to buy. The critical insight? In business, you don't need to succeed at everything. You just need one Grand Slam offer, one product or service packaged so perfectly that it changes everything. Think of it like baseball. Most pitches won't result in home runs, but you don't need to hit a home run every time. You just need one big win to make up for all the strikeouts. Here's the core concept. A Grand Slam offer is not just a good product. It's an offer structured so well that your ideal customer looks at it and thinks, how is this even possible? I'd be an idiot not to buy this. And the beautiful part? You're about to learn exactly how to build one. Part 2. The commodity trap. Why you're invisible. Now let's talk about why most businesses fail before they even start. It's called the commodity problem, and chances are you're stuck in it right now without even realizing it. Here's what happens. You start a business offering something that 10, 50, maybe 100 other people are offering. Maybe you're a fitness coach, a marketing consultant, a software developer. You put your heart into it, you deliver great work, but nobody cares. Why? Because in the customer's eyes, you're exactly the same as everyone else. When customers can't tell the difference between you and your competitors, they make decisions based on one thing only: price. And that's a race to the bottom you cannot win. There's always someone willing to work for less, to undercut you, to sacrifice quality for volume. This is the commodity trap. When you're a commodity, you have no leverage, no pricing power, no ability to stand out. You're just another option in an endless sea of sameness. The solution? You must differentiate, not with better marketing tricks or fancier websites. You differentiate by creating an offer that's fundamentally different from anything else in the market, an offer so unique and valuable that price becomes irrelevant. Think about Apple. They don't compete on price. They don't need to. Their offer, their brand, their entire ecosystem is positioned as premium, and people line up to pay premium prices because Apple has escaped the commodity trap. Your goal is the same. Stop trying to be a little better than your competitors. That's not enough. You need to be so different that comparison becomes impossible. Part 3. Fishing where the fish are hungry. Choosing the right market is like choosing where to fish. You can have the best fishing rod, the best bait, the best technique, but if you're fishing in an empty pond, you'll catch nothing. Alex teaches that you need to find markets with 3 characteristics: purchasing power, pain level, and ease of targeting. First, purchasing power. Your ideal customers need money and the willingness to spend it. Targeting broke college students with a $10,000 service? That's not strategy, that's stupidity. Find people who have money and are actively looking to solve the problem you solve. Second, pain level. The more painful the problem, the more valuable the solution. People don't buy aspirin when they have a mild headache. They buy it when their head is pounding and they can't function. Find markets in pain, deep, urgent, expensive pain. Third, ease of targeting. Can you actually reach these people? If your ideal customer is scattered across the world with no common platform, hobby, or interest, you'll burn money trying to find them. The best markets are easy to target. They hang out in specific places, read specific publications, follow specific influencers. Here's a powerful reframe. You don't need a massive market to get rich. A small, starving crowd is worth more than a huge, indifferent one. Niche down. Find your starving crowd. That's where fortunes are made. Part 4. Charge what you're worth. Let's destroy a toxic belief right now. The belief that you need to be affordable to succeed. Most entrepreneurs are terrified of charging premium prices. They think, if I raise my prices, nobody will buy. So they stay cheap. They stay struggling. They stay broke. Here's the truth that'll set you free. Price is not the main objection. Value is. When someone says, that's too expensive, what they're really saying is, I don't see enough value to justify that price. Your job isn't to lower your price. Your job is to increase the perceived value so much that your price seems like a steal. Think about it. People drop thousands on luxury handbags, watches, cars. Why? Because the perceived value, whether status, quality, or identity, exceeds the price. The same principle applies to your business. When you charge premium prices, 3 magical things happen. First, you attract better clients. Cheap clients are nightmares. They complain, demand refunds, waste your time. Premium clients respect you, value your expertise, and get better results because they're invested. Second, you have resources to deliver exceptional results. When you're charging $50, you can't afford to over-deliver. When you're charging $5,000, you can provide white-glove service that creates raving fans. Third, you position yourself as the expert. High prices signal high value. People assume expensive equals better, and in many cases, that assumption drives them to engage more, follow through more, and ultimately succeed more. So stop apologizing for your prices. Stop discounting. Stop being the cheap option. If you want to build a real business, you need to charge what you're worth and then deliver so much value that your customers feel like they robbed you. Part 5. The value equation, the core formula. Now we get to the heart of everything, the value equation. This is the mathematical formula that determines how valuable your offer is in the mind of your customer. Master this, and you'll never struggle to sell again. The formula looks like this. Value equals dream outcome times perceived likelihood of achievement divided by time delay times effort and sacrifice. Let's break it down. First, dream outcome. What's the ultimate result your customer wants? The clearer and bigger this is, the more valuable your offer. Don't sell weight loss, sell the body that makes them confident in a bikini. Second, perceived likelihood of achievement. Does your customer believe they can actually get the result? This is about proof, testimonials, credentials, guarantees. Anything that reduces doubt increases value. Third, time delay. How long until they get the result? Faster is better. If you can deliver the result in 30 days instead of 6 months, your offer is exponentially more valuable. Fourth, effort and sacrifice. How hard is it for them to get the result? The less effort required, the higher the value. People want results without pain. The easier you make it, the more they'll pay. So to increase value, you do 4 things. Increase the dream outcome, increase the perceived likelihood of success, decrease the time to results, decrease the effort and sacrifice. Every element of your offer should be designed around this equation. When you stack these correctly, price resistance disappears. Part 6. Building your Grand Slam offer. Step 1. Now let's build your offer. Step 1 is identifying the core problem and dream outcome with laser precision. Most entrepreneurs make this mistake. They solve surface-level problems, but customers don't buy solutions to surface problems. They buy solutions to core problems, the deep, emotional, identity-level problems that keep them up at night. Example: someone doesn't want to lose weight. That's surface. They want to feel attractive, confident, and in control. That's core. Your offer must speak to that core desire. Start by asking these questions. What does my customer want more than anything? What's stopping them from getting it? What beliefs do they have that hold them back? What have they tried before that failed? When you understand the core problem, you can craft an offer that hits like a sledgehammer. It's not about what you do, it's about the transformation you create. Part 7. Building your Grand Slam offer. Step 2. Step 2 is trimming the fat and stacking massive value. This is where most people fail. They either overload their offer with garbage nobody wants, or they undersell what they actually provide. Here's the strategy. Remove everything that doesn't directly contribute to the dream outcome. Then add everything that amplifies the result or removes obstacles. Think of your offer like a vehicle. The customer wants to get from point A to point B as fast and smoothly as possible. Your job is to remove roadblocks and accelerate progress. Create a list of every possible deliverable: software, templates, training, coaching, community access, done-for-you services, accountability. Then ruthlessly cut anything that doesn't move the needle. What's left should be a streamlined, powerful stack of value. For example, if you're selling a fitness program, don't just give them workouts, give them meal plans, supplement guides, weekly check-ins, a private community, recovery protocols, mindset training. Stack it so high that the price you're charging seems absurdly low compared to what they're getting. This is the art of value stacking. You're not adding more for the sake of more. You're strategically removing obstacles and compounding results. Every element should make success faster, easier, or more certain. Part 8. Scarcity, the first weapon. Now we move into the psychological triggers that make your offer irresistible. First up, scarcity. Humans are wired to want what's rare. When something is abundant, we don't value it. When it's scarce, we obsess over it. Your offer needs scarcity, but it has to be real. Fake scarcity kills trust. There are 2 types: limited quantity and limited access. Limited quantity means you only have a certain number of spots, seats, or units available. Limited access means only certain people qualify. Example: you're selling a high-ticket coaching program. You could say, I only work with 10 clients per quarter because I provide hands-on support. That's real scarcity. You physically can't serve more people and deliver quality results. Or you could say, this program is only for business owners making at least $100,000 per year. That's exclusivity. Not everyone qualifies, which makes those who do feel special. Scarcity creates urgency. It forces decision-making. When people know they might miss out, they act. But remember, the scarcity must be legitimate. If people find out you lied, your reputation is toast. Part 9. Urgency, the second weapon. Urgency is scarcity's partner. While scarcity limits availability, urgency limits time. You need both. Without urgency, people procrastinate forever. They'll say, that sounds great, I'll think about it, and you'll never hear from them again. Urgency forces them to make a decision now. Create urgency with deadlines. This price is only available until Friday. Bonuses expire in 48 hours. The next cohort starts Monday, and we're not opening another one for 3 months. The key? The deadline must have consequences. If they wait, they either lose the offer entirely, pay more, or miss out on bonuses. There has to be a real cost to procrastination. Here's an advanced move. Tie urgency to their problem. Every day you wait, you're losing money, missing opportunities, staying stuck. Paint the picture of what delaying costs them. Make inaction painful. Part 10, Bonuses, the third weapon. Bonuses are the secret weapon of high-converting offers, but most people use them wrong. They throw in random junk that adds no value. That's a waste. A great bonus does 3 things. First, it removes a specific obstacle to success. Second, it enhances the core result. Third, it's perceived as valuable on its own. For example, you're selling a course on how to start an online business. Your main offer is the training. Great bonuses could be a pre-built website template, a done-for-you marketing funnel, one-on-one launch strategy session, access to a private mastermind community. Each bonus removes friction and accelerates results. The website template saves them weeks. The funnel saves them thousands. The strategy session gives them personalized guidance. The community provides support. Now here's the critical part. You need to assign real dollar values to your bonuses. Website template, a $3,000 value. Marketing funnel, a $5,000 value. Strategy session, a $2,000 value. When you stack it up, the total value is $10,000 in bonuses alone on top of your core offer. Suddenly, your $3,000 price tag looks like highway robbery in the customer's favor. But here's the rule. The bonuses must be real. Don't inflate values. Don't add fluff. Every bonus should genuinely help them succeed. Otherwise, you're just being manipulative, and that will backfire. Part 11, Guarantees, the fourth weapon. Guarantees are the ultimate risk reversal. They remove the fear of loss, which is the biggest obstacle to buying. Most entrepreneurs are scared of guarantees. What if everyone asks for a refund? I'll go broke. Here's the reality. When you deliver real value, refund rates are tiny, and the increase in conversions from having a strong guarantee far outweighs the occasional refund. There are several types of guarantees. Unconditional money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason, I'll refund every penny. This is the strongest and builds the most trust. Conditional guarantee, if you complete the program and don't see results, I'll refund you, works. If you're confident in your product but want to ensure people actually engage. Outcome-based guarantee, if you don't make back at least twice what you paid, I'll work with you for free until you do. This is bold and positions you as a true partner in their success. Performance guarantee, if I don't deliver X result, you don't pay. This works well for service providers. The stronger your guarantee, the more trust you build, but only offer what you can deliver. A great guarantee paired with a mediocre product is a recipe for disaster. Part 12, Naming, the fifth weapon. The name of your offer matters more than you think. A great name can be the difference between someone ignoring you or leaning in with interest. Your offer name should do 3 things. First, grab attention. Second, communicate the result. Third, differentiate you from competitors. Bad names are generic. Business coaching program. Boring, forgettable, says nothing. Good names are specific and results-focused. 6-figure launch blueprint. 30-day body transformation. The profit acceleration system. Great names create curiosity and promise transformation. The Grand Slam offer. The ultimate client magnet method. The 7-figure sales machine. Your name should make people ask, "What's that?" It should position you as unique. It should hint at the transformation without giving everything away. Test your offer name by saying it out loud. Does it sound impressive? Does it communicate value? Would you be excited to buy something called that? If not, keep refining. Part 13, Execution, making it real. Theory is useless without execution. You now have the framework. The question is, will you use it? Here's your action plan. First, choose your market. Define exactly who you serve, what pain they have, and why they'll pay to solve it. Second, craft your core offer. What transformation do you provide? Be specific, be bold, make it irresistible. Third, apply the value equation. Increase dream outcome, increase likelihood of success, decrease time delay, decrease effort. Fourth, stack your value. Add bonuses, guarantees, and exclusive access. Make the offer so good it seems too good to be true. Then prove it's real. Fifth, add scarcity and urgency. Limit availability, create deadlines, and make procrastination painful. Sixth, name it something powerful. Make it memorable, unique, and results-driven. And finally, test it. Put it out there. Get feedback. Refine, iterate. Your first version won't be perfect, and that's okay. Every Grand Slam offer is built through testing and improvement. The entrepreneurs who win aren't the ones with perfect ideas. They're the ones who take imperfect action, learn fast, and adapt. Be that person. Part 14, The Real Secret. Here's something Alex doesn't explicitly say in the book, but it's woven into every page. The real secret to success isn't tactics, it's belief. You have to believe that you can create something extraordinary. You have to believe that your offer can genuinely change lives. You have to believe that you deserve to charge premium prices and build wealth. Most entrepreneurs fail not because they lack knowledge, but because they lack belief. They don't think they're good enough. They don't think people will pay. They don't think they can compete with the big players. That belief system is poison. It will sabotage everything you do. You'll undercharge, over-deliver to the point of burnout, and wonder why success feels impossible. Shift your belief. You are capable. Your offer is valuable. The right people will pay gladly for what you provide, and you deserve success just as much as anyone else. When your belief aligns with your strategy, magic happens. You show up differently, you communicate with confidence, you price without apology, and customers feel that energy. They trust you because you trust yourself. Part 15. Long-term thinking. Let's zoom out for a second. Building a business based on Grand Slam offers isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-for-sure strategy. Alex spent years struggling before he figured this out, and even after he did, it took consistent effort, testing, and refinement to scale. But once the foundation was set, growth became exponential. Here's what most people miss. They want overnight success. They want the $1 million launch in month 1, and when it doesn't happen, they quit and chase the next shiny object. Don't be that person. Commit to mastery. Commit to creating value so undeniable that success is inevitable. It might take 6 months, it might take 2 years, but when it happens, it changes everything. Think long-term. Build for sustainability, not quick wins. Focus on creating raving fans, not one-time customers. The compound effect of doing this right is staggering. One great offer can fund your life for years. One loyal customer base can generate millions in lifetime value. One reputation as the go-to expert in your niche can open doors you didn't even know existed. Play the long game. Stay consistent, keep refining, and trust the process. Let's bring it all together. You've just learned the exact framework that's generated over $100 million in business. Not hype, not theory, proven strategy. You learned why most businesses fail. They're stuck in the commodity trap, competing on price, invisible in a sea of sameness. You learned how to escape by choosing the right market, charging premium prices, and building offers based on the value equation. You learned the structure of a Grand Slam offer: clear dream outcome, high perceived likelihood of success, fast results, minimal effort. You learned the 5 psychological weapons: scarcity, urgency, bonuses, guarantees, and naming. And you learned the most important thing: execution beats theory, belief beats tactics, long-term thinking beats quick wins. So here's the question. What are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you close this video, feel inspired for 5 minutes, and then go back to business as usual? Or will you take action? If you're serious about changing your financial reality, here's your next step. Go back through this video, take notes, identify which parts of your current offer are weak, then rebuild it using this framework. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today, because every day you wait is a day you're leaving money on the table, staying stuck, and letting competitors who understand this framework pass you by. You have everything you need. The knowledge is here, the strategy is proven. The only question is whether you have the courage to implement it. And if you want to go even deeper, make sure you're following Millionaire Playbook. We break down frameworks like this every single week. This isn't just content, this is your MBA in business growth delivered for free. Hit that follow button, turn on notifications, and get ready to level up in ways you didn't think possible. Remember, success isn't about luck, it's about strategy. It's about creating offers so valuable that saying no feels impossible. You now know how to do that. The rest is up to you. Go build your Grand Slam offer. Go change your life, and I'll see you in the next video where we take this even further. Now go make it happen.